To all my loyal viewers, supporters, the ones that we are watching and now say nothing, no worry, still as soon. Love on the same way. To all my new subscribers, my potential subscribers, what are you waiting for? Click that notification bell. Up, the kitchen will get started and we have some nice things are going on in there. And for all of the people them way,
love them belly.
yeah man, the show will start. Welcome once again to another episode in Dean's Kitchen. Yeah man. Today we're on the lockdown. The government has issued a no movement day for today and for the next 2 days in this week and for the upcoming days in next week. And so, as you know, we're all home with our family members and we got nothing to do but spend time with them. Hungry I go come. What to do but cook? No. We will be preparing something very simple and easy for you today to try in your kitchen to beat that hunger. Because it's gonna come. You're home, you got nothing else to do. Watch TV, browse the internet, eat some food. Yes, as you can see in the highlight, it's rice pudding. All those ingredients that you've seen on the counter, they will be all combined together to create something very magnificent. And yes, it will be so very delicious. Rice pudding. So, we're gonna get right into it.
So hey guys, today as mentioned we'll be doing rice pudding. It is actually one of my all-time favorite desserts to have. Sometimes I have it hot, sometimes I have it cold, sometimes I kind of have it in between. Now it is pretty similar to rice porridge in a sense, but it's a lot creamier and a lot thicker, so we're going to go ahead and get it done. Now the first thing I want to go ahead and do is add 3 cups of coconut milk. Now the original recipe that I use, I normally use 3 cups of whole milk. But if you have coconut milk, that's absolutely fine. If you have coconut milk powder, then you can just use about a pack and a half to 2, because I like my coconut very strong. And you can add 3 cups of water, and then you're perfectly fine. And of course, if you have non-dairy, anything non-dairy, that's fine. You can use that as well. Now to this, we'll be adding 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And we're going to go ahead and give it a little stir. And to add cream to my pudding, I like to use half a cup of evaporated milk. I like to use this one, the Gloria one, in specific because it's a lot creamier than the others. Well, I find it creamier than the others. Now, if you don't have evaporated milk, you can use heavy cream. Or if you wish, you can leave it out. That's absolutely fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and warm this for about a minute. We don't want it too hot as yet. And I'll be right back. Alright, so now the main reason for me to warm this prior is I'm using vanilla lasco. Now this is my type of sweetener that I prefer. Now I'm using about 3/4 cups of vanilla lasco, but originally if you like sugar in your porridge or your pudding as such, or if you like sugar in your coffee or tea, then sugar is okay in this. You can use a 1/4 cup of sugar if you wish, or you can use a 1/4 cup of condensed milk, but I really like to use lasco or powdered milk, as you may say, the sweetened kind, and that will be used as my sweetener. Now, even though I'm using vanilla, so I still like the strong vanilla essence, so I'll just be using just a drop of vanilla extract. That's completely optional. You can leave it out if you wish, or you can add, if you have almond extract, that really gives it a nice flavor as well. You can use that. Trust me, it's perfect. We're now going to go ahead and add 3/4 of a cup of rice. Now, if you have jasmine rice, then that's fine. Basmati rice, any other one, but I do not necessarily recommend long grain. I've tried it with it. I don't really like that. But if you can give it a try if that's what you have. Parboiled rice, maybe. I've never tried it with that before. You can try and let me know. I am not using overnight rice because my rice normally has in seasonings like scallion and thyme and garlic and pepper, so I would not recommend overnight rice. And of course, you want your rice to soak up all this spice, and you want it to soak up all the creaminess, and you want to get it to a saucy texture with the rice also at the correct texture. So start it from scratch. I would recommend that. Now, we do not want this to boil. At no point in time, we want it to boil because we don't want any chance of burning or any chance of sticking to the pot. What we're going to go ahead and do, if you notice, there's some tiny bubbles coming. We're going to stay here and we're going to watch that for a while until it starts bubbling a little bit more. Now, in the meantime we do this, we are going to add about a tablespoon of any butter of your choice. That's perfectly fine. Or soft margarine, if you have that, that is also perfectly fine. Gonna give it a little stir to ensure there's no sticking, of course. And we're gonna stay here and we're gonna watch this until we see bubbles starting to form at the top. Then we're gonna turn it down low. Alright, so I'm not sure if you're noticing bubbles trying to push up. At this point in time, you definitely want to turn it down because you want to give the rice enough time to soak through all that creaminess and all that liquid. So we don't want it to boil, so we're going to go ahead and put it on a lower flame, and we're going to leave it there for about 10 minutes, and then we'll be back. Alright, so it has been 10 minutes, and if you notice, the rice is starting to swell slowly, and your liquid is becoming a saucy, creamy texture. That is exactly what we want. Definitely, it is not yet done, but I do want to share a few tips with you. Throughout the 10 minutes or throughout the entire process, please ensure that you stir every now and then. This prevents sticking, of course, and it prevents a formation of layer on the top that's going to darken or kind of have this burn texture, and we don't want that. We don't want to change that color. And of course, if you want to go non-dairy, feel free to do so. You can leave out the evaporated milk, or if you have any other options, vegan options that you can use, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It's still going to be nice. It's still going to be creamy, and you can definitely go ahead and enjoy this just as you see me using regular evaporated milk or whole milk. So we're gonna let this sit again, and we're gonna let it simmer, not boil. If you realize it's on a low heat, let it simmer for another roughly about 10 minutes, and we're gonna check on it to see where we are. Alright, so this is after another 10 minutes. As you realize, it is extremely saucy. At this point in time, it can simmer down a little bit more, but I'm gonna leave it here because when it sets, it is still going to absorb liquid until it cools down. So here we have it, looking nice and creamy. And don't worry, as I mentioned, if you're lactose intolerant or don't like milk, you can use your substitutes, so you don't have to worry about any, you know, emergencies. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to serve this up, and I'm going to show you a few ways that might just surprise you and might thinking, huh? But don't worry, it's trust me, it's delicious. I've tried them all. I'm going to show you some ways in which we can serve this up and how we can enjoy. Let's go. Alright, so it's still a little hot, but I still want to show you ways in which you can enjoy your rice pudding. Now you can leave it plain as is. It is still delicious. It is still creamy. It is still melt in your mouth. It's still perfect. But one way you can do it, which is my preferred way, is to add a little bit of your favorite jam. Trust me, it is not overly sweet, and it really does complement it. The strawberry one's my preferred one. I've tried the grape. It's okay. Not my favorite, but it's alright. So that's one way we can do it. I'm about to show you another way. Alright, so I had some chocolate chips and I used some of my leftover evaporated milk, about 2 tablespoons, and I melted it in the microwave for about a minute, stirring every 15 seconds. And I made this chocolate sauce. It's a little thick, just the same, it's fine. What I did was I had this nice fancy glass. I placed some in the bottom of it, and of course I kind of smudged it all around. I was trying to decorate it. Obviously not my best quality, but that's fine. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just scoop it in. Go ahead and just scoop it in there. Be a little more gentle than I am, then that'll be perfect. And there we go. We're gonna scoop that in there. Back a little bit. Add a little, just a dollop of my. I'm making this one for my dad. By the way, I don't like chocolate, he does. And I have a few grains of chocolate chips. Just gonna go ahead and sort of just stick them in. I'm trying, don't judge me. It's not the best, but it's a gift. We're gonna work with it. This is my decoration idea and I'm sticking with it. A little more chocolate won't hurt. Right. And then we can serve it up like that. Ta-da! Alright, so our final way that I'm going to show you is the raisins. Yes, raisins are really and exceptionally good with this. I actually soaked the raisin in about a quart full of Appleton and some red label wine, and it's been soaking for when was the last time I used these? Probably about 3 weeks now. So we're going to go ahead. So let me keep a little bit back. Just mix that in gently. Trying to get it everywhere. Ooh, smell that alcohol. I like to smell that alcohol. If you're as daring as I am, you can add a little bit of vodka or a little more alcohol if your choice to this. And we're going to serve this up. I've even tried to eat this with banana. It was also good. Trust me, I don't think I found a combination of the things that I actually eat, by the way. And tried it with, and it's not good. Tried it with, as I said, bananas. I'm not a chocolate person, so no. But I've tried it with, but I haven't tried it with strawberry, but actual strawberries. So I did try it with strawberry and Tabasco. That was good some time ago. And yeah. And there you have it. Many ways that you can enjoy your rice pudding. It all depends on your taste buds. Some you may not like, some you will enjoy, but I'm just giving you options. It lets you know that you can enjoy this anytime, anywhere, hot, or you can even have it cold. Trust me, it's still delicious. So give it a try and let me know what you guys think. Bye.
Thanks again for tuning into this kitchen. Please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell for any new content we drop. Yeah man. Alright, like, share, leave your comments below. Any questions or queries. Respect.